If you somehow missed the big news from the last couple of days, Austin Forkner, that guy right there, has officially retired. At 27 years old, he has decided that his mind and or heart, body, whatever you want to say, is no longer in it. And as no surprise at all, the team who he rides for, 5.11 or 511 Triumph Factory Racing, has put out a statement, in the typical PR thank you, first of which listing pretty much everything that happened with his time with Kawasaki without mentioning Kawasaki. Claiming 13 250 SX main event victories, 7 further podium appearances. He had 1 overall at Ironman Raceway, in addition to 6 more top 3 results over his 10-year career. They continued to say, quote, Forkner joined Triumph Factory Racing for the 2025 season to race the TF 250X in 250 SX. He finished 7th on 2 occasions and secured his best pro motocross result of 5th later that year at the Rossschugel National. In 2026, Forkner made history as the first rider to compete aboard the TF 450X in the Premier 450 SX division of AMA Supercross. At the end saying, quote, everyone at Triumph would like to thank Austin for everything during his time with the 511 Triumph Factory Racing team and wish him well for the next chapter of life. Now, obviously, this comes after he didn't race at Redbud and said in his post on Instagram that he'd basically made the decision up a week and a half ago, and that's why he wasn't there. We have a quote from him saying, I've made the difficult decision to retire from racing. I feel like the physical and mental toll this sport takes on you is a lot, and I just don't have a lot left to give anymore. I planned on making it to the end of the year, but after my crash in Colorado, my mind is no longer in it, and I feel like finishing the year isn't smart. My health and family are being put first now, so although it's a tough decision, it's one I can be happy with. I'd like to thank the whole Triumph team for all the hard work over the past couple of years. It's been fun, and we achieved some good results together. I'd also like to thank the fans who have stuck behind me through the years. I'm thankful for it all, and for those I've met and connected with along the way. Thank you. Now, I do have to say, obviously, he had some rough times, even with Triumph. I mean, obviously, we know the issues that he had with Kawasaki, the amount of major crashes, time off the bike, time out of the championship, and sadly, it's just one of those careers. You can add this right up with the AC or Dean Wilson or any of these guys who look super talented or are super talented, look super promising, and then whatever it is, can't seem to make it through a season, or when they crash, it's always just big. I mean, he didn't have any of these like fall over, miss a week or two, perfectly fine, come back and race, continue it. It's race, look really good, win, maybe, be right in the championship contention, and then have a major crash and the year is over. Sadly, that's just the way it worked for him. I mean, obviously, you never want to see that, right? At least I don't. From whether you like a person or not, whether you're a fan or not, it doesn't really matter. If you like this sport in any level, you have to be happy or hope that people aren't getting hurt. Like I want the most people racing at all times, pushing each other, pushing lap times, making the championship contended, and having different winners and different podiums, and that's what you want, especially these guys who are on the factory squads who would be expected to be up there, be racing for top fives at least, be pushing for podiums and wins and overhauls. And it's just one of those sad years there again. Another injury, another crash, and out. And I mean, if you watch his post on Instagram, I think it's like 17 minutes long, you can see his arm is done. I mean, neuropathy in it, and has lost muscle all the way from his fingers to his shoulder. And it's one of those things where your hands and your feet are the only thing really connecting you to the bike. Obviously, your knees at some point you have some pressure, but if you have no feeling in your hand, you have no strength in your hand, it's going to be exponentially harder to not only ride in general, but ride at a pace that would be towards the front. I mean, last year he finished the year basically, but he rode in like 15th, 12th place. Not competitive at all. Kind of just not doing laps, but not racing towards a win, more racing to finish. Now, Ian Kimber, the head of global racing programs for Triumph Racing, says, quote, "One of the most difficult decisions for any racer is knowing when the right time is to close off their career. And for Austin, this has definitely not been an easy decision to come to these past few weeks. We've seen how incredibly talented he is on the motorcycle, and there is no doubt that he is still fast enough to be competitive. His recent results just don't reflect how good he is. However, the latest injury has been the final bump in the road for Austin, and we know he's been finding it tough to want to make another return from injury. It's been completely Austin's decision, and we have a huge amount of respect and support for him calling time on what has been an impressive career. We've seen his talent on the bike, but also his popularity with the fans, not least because of his mentality when it came to his return to racing after the brain surgery a few years ago. Austin, we've really enjoyed working with you, and we wish you and your family the very best for the future. Thank you." Now, obviously, this leaves a spot in Triumph, right? There is what would be deemed a factory ride. Now, do they fill that this year? Who knows? I mean, in the middle of the season, I'm assuming if you're a privateer, if somebody says, hey, calls you up, dials your number and says, do you want to race for us for the rest of the year? You're probably going to jump on that and say yes. Well, I guess it depends. If you're really happy with your situation and you don't want to do a 3-month fill-in where you could screw where you are already, maybe not. But if it's going to be one of those things where they can say, we'll give you the rest of the year, we'll sign you for next year, and you don't have to worry about, getting dropped immediately. Just get on the bike, learn it, and go out and compete without any expectations or, problems. That would be probably incredible. Will it happen? Who knows, right? It's going to be up to the team. It's going to be up to whoever they call if they do deem, that seat to be open. As a newer team, I'm assuming you probably would. You'd want somebody on the bike. You'd want the data. You'd want to be out there showing off your sponsors and, making the bike look good and hopefully, running well. But that is going to be yet to be seen. This is where I'm going to leave you guys. Comment down below. You guys tell me. What do you think of this? Do you think somebody's going to fill in that bike? Or is it, a next Supercross season thing? Whatever it is, comment down below. Tell me what you think. While you're down there, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Do all the fun things this platform lets you do because it does really help me out. I appreciate it. With that, I'll see you later. Peace.